Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead, and Tom's on his way home from work, so I thought I'd get dinner started. Tonight, I've never made this either, and hopefully it turns out good. It's called homemade fried noodles, and I don't have exact measurements on anything because with all those reels, you just keep watching it over and over and over again and hope that you guess what you're supposed to add. So, excuse me. I have boiled some spaghetti here, and it said to rinse it with cold water and then toss it with oil. Once again, no idea how much. And some soy sauce. And you want to toss that together and get all that spaghetti covered. I think I could have added a little bit more soy sauce, but we'll be all right, I think. I don't know. You never know. You know what I mean? All right. So then next, what we need to do is, I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. Oh, I know what I wanted. I was like, what did you get in the drawer for, Chris? Now it says to scramble up eggs. I couldn't tell how many eggs were in there, so I'm just assuming 4. Let me turn that on. I'm just assuming 4. I don't know. It didn't say. Just said scrambled eggs. So we're going to scramble the eggs. And it didn't say to put salt and pepper on them either. But I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on them because I think the eggs need to have some kind of flavor. So not a whole lot, but some. Alright. So in the meantime, while that's starting to cook, I've got my peppers over here that are sliced up. That's my last bag, so I told Tom, I said, hopefully ours come up soon and we can get more slices. If not, I'll have to look like I have before. And we just want to put these in slices. Because I can look again, you know, every Monday at Borax and see if they have any. And if they do, I'll do just slices. Because I have plenty of diced. I'm running out of slices. Not much prep in this one, honestly, which is even more beneficial. It's a weekend. Who wants to spend all day cooking, you know, and prepping up for stuff? Not me. Not me. All right, so I have those onions. And then let's get one of these. And someone made a comment last night that, you know, if you've been thinking about getting my cookbook, now would be a good time because, you know, Christmas is coming up, so you can start getting some of your Christmas presents. So I like that idea. That was a good idea. I had one person already buy 5 of them for stocking stuffers, so, you know. Alright. Hopefully that's not too many eggs. If it is, it is. Now we're going to take that out of the pan. Those eggs off of there. Now, something else it said, and I'm not going to do that. it says only cook your veggies for 30 seconds. Well, it's going in spaghetti. I don't think I want super crisp veggies when I have soft spaghetti, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of doing this off on my own too. So we're going to use a little bit of oil. I'm going to get all those onions put in there. I don't want them soft, but I don't want them, like, if I wanted to eat raw, I would just eat raw, if that makes sense. So we're going to get those going. And then we're going to get some of my peppers. I know it's surprising how fast you can use your peppers up when you actually use them in a recipe. And if I have a lot left, we'll either give it to the homeless or we'll eat it for lunch tomorrow. One of the two. Now, while we got that cooking, I'm going to wait before I put the garlic powder in, or minced garlic in there, and the other stuff. I'm going to let it cook down a little bit. Because like I say, I don't want it soft, but I don't want it to be like all you're feeling is crunch. You know what I mean? I want it to be more of a natural feel, if that makes any sense. We have a couple more things we got to add to it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic, a nice heaping one, and let that cook in there for just a second. I don't have much room left when I have my stuff over here. I wish I had those fancy kitchens, you know, that you could just do everything in one thing, but, well, I don't. Alright, so now we're going to dump that spaghetti in there. And it said a teaspoon of chicken powder, so I assume it's like that chicken bouillon. So I'm going to add that to it. And then it says some salt. And then it doesn't say pepper, but once again, I'm going to add pepper. You don't have to add a lot, you know what I mean? But I think the seasoning is very, very important. Then we're going to add in all those eggs. And then we're going to add in some more soy sauce. It doesn't say how much, so whatever I think, I guess. And we're going to start getting that all mixed together. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So instead of fried rice, you have fried noodles. Whoops. All right, let me let that warm up for a little bit, and I'll be back. All right, so now this last step is I went out and picked some of my tops from my green onions, and we're going to cut those up and put those in there. I think our onions this year that we grew for the first time, I think we're going to pick them tomorrow. They just didn't do well. And I think a lot of it had to do with the weather this year. So we're not going to give up. We're going to try again next year. Because who knows, maybe next year will turn out great. I mean, it was $16.50, which sucks, but, you know, live and learn, you know what I mean? I was going to get some cottage cheese for the side of this, but I think with the veggies and stuff in here and the eggs, that's got a lot of protein in it. I don't think I'm going to add anything to the side. But I think this looks delicious. Look at that. Yummy. So let's give it a try. And then, of course, you know if you need to add any more soy sauce or salt, pepper, garlic, whatever it happens to be. That, my friends, is delicious. If you want to make it spicy, you could add some red pepper flakes to it. That would be really good to it, too. But it's quite a dish by itself, and I think we're going to love it. So, Tom is on his way home. When he gets close, I'll warm it back up, and we'll meet you at the table. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
So this is fried noodles.
Fried noodles?
Yep. So instead of...
Looks like spaghetti.
Instead of fried rice, it's fried noodles.
What kind of sauce you put on it?
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce?
There's eggs in there and
Tastes like
peppers
Chinese.
and onions. It is. I take it you like it.
Good.
Alrighty. We're going to let him eat. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Have a... We'll see you in the morning.